Hi friends, welcome to Avi's Academy. In our previous two videos, we have provided illustrations on calculating Spearman's rank correlation. In the first illustration, they have provided directly the ranks of the variables. We use the rank and then we have calculated the difference in rank. Then finally we substituted with the equation to calculate rank correlation value. In the second illustration, they have provided us the variables value and then we have ranked each of the two variables value. Then we have calculated rank correlation. So today we will be looking at another illustration. So this illustration is somewhat different from the illustrations which we have worked out before. How it is different? Let us see when we are working out the problem. So now let us see the illustration. Following are the marks obtained by 6 students of a college who appeared for UGC, NET and state entrance test, that is SET examination for assistant professorship. You are required to or you are requested to find out rank correlation between these two examinations result. So a student of college, 6 students of a college who have appeared for UGC NET and state SLET or SET examination, and now we want to find the rank correlation for the rankings of these two examinations results. So let us do that. So information given is here: marks in NET, marks in SET. You know, when these values or variables value is given, first of all what we need to do is we need to rank each of these variables. So let us do that. I'll take first variable ka rank as R1 and second variable's rank as R2. After that, you know what we need to calculate, that is the difference in rank, which we are denoting it as D. So D is equal to R1 minus R2. So once we calculate this value, we need another value that we substitute with the equation, which is sigma D square. To find sigma D square, we need to first of all find D square using D values, then we have to total it up to get sigma D square. So these are the values we are supposed to calculate when we interested in calculating Spearman's rank correlation. So let me rank the UGC NET marks obtained by these 6 students. Okay, so first rank I will allot to the highest marks, which is 175, rank 1. Now second highest value is 163, which is repeated twice. If it is single value, we will allot 163 second rank. Now it is repeated twice. It's a doubt, it's a question in our mind how to allot the marks. So this is that special case which I am referring when I began the video. I said this is a special scenario. The scenario is calculation of rank correlation under repeated ranks. So when we calculate rank correlation under the situation or under the scenario of repeated rank, first of all we have to make modification to the equation. So how we modify the equation is we bring in something, a new factor to the equation. Under normal situation, we use rank correlation equation as R is equal to 1 minus 6 into sigma D square divided by n into n square minus 1. So this is under normal situation. But here, since we make modification to the equation, we bring in another factor called as correction factor that will be added to our numerator, that is sigma D square. And then we multiply it with the value. Why we are doing that, I'll explain in the later part of this video. So this is the correction we need to make. And one more thing is we need to change the ranking. So whenever there is a repetition in ranks, we have to find the average of the ranks and then we have to calculate the value. How we are calculating average of the rank? Let us see. In the first case, we have already assigned the first rank to the highest value. The second, when it comes to second rank, 163 was the value we need to allot the rank, but this has repeated twice. In this situation, what we have to do is, we have to assume that what if it is not repeated, what is the rank we are supposed to allot in that case. So for these two students, we may allot second and third rank. So since they are getting same value, what we have to do is, we have to find the average of these two ranks, that is second and third. How to calculate the average? It is 2 plus 3 divided by 2, that will be equal to 2.5. So 2.5 rank should be allotted to both of them. So this is how we find the average of the ranks depending upon number of repeated values. Let me write that first before allotting the rank. I'll write, you can write under the table, among the marks in NET, right? We are allotting marks in NET. Among marks in NET, the value of, which value it is, 163 repeats 2 times. I will denote this as M1. What is this M1? I'll tell you later. And next we have to allot the rank. Therefore, the average rank is equal to, I said if it is not repeating, we will allot second and third rank to those two students. So here we are calculating average rank. It will be 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 2.5. So 2.5 rank I should allot to the second student who is getting 163. Then I have to allot to the fourth student who is getting 163. So this is how I have allotted. Now when it comes to next rank, this is like first, second, third. I cannot allot second and third rank to the next person or third rank to next person. I should allot the next value, which is fourth rank. Let me see to which student I need to allot the fourth rank. So fourth rank I need to allot to the student who has got 157 marks. So fourth rank. Fifth rank will be for sixth student, and sixth rank will be for fifth student. So this is how you need to allot the ranks when ranks are repeated. Let me consider the second case, that is marks in SET. So again same thing, find the highest value. Highest value is 170. So I'll allot first rank to 170, the students who have obtained 170. Next highest is 169, so that is second rank. Next highest is 151. Okay, 151 has repeated thrice. Okay, 3 times 151 has repeated. Now I have to allot the rank, average of the rank I am supposed to allot. So I'll write that. So this is my first case of repeated rank. Second case I'll write. Now this is a case of in the case of the marks in SET. So I'll write among the marks in SET, same thing, same sentence formation. In SET, the value of 151, right? 151 repeats 3 times. I'll denote this as M2. I'll explain later on what it is. Therefore, average rank is. Now let us assume, what if the ranks are not repeating? What rank I'll allot to these 3 students? So I have already allotted fourth rank. I have already allotted second rank. So that means for the next 3 students, I am supposed to allot third rank, fourth rank, and fifth rank. So I am supposed to allot third, fourth, and fifth. So now I need to calculate the average of this. So this is 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by how many times? That is 3 students. So 3 times it has repeated. So divided by 3. In that case, average rank will be 4. So therefore, I'll allot fourth rank to the students who have obtained, 3 students who have obtained 151. So fourth rank, and Yeah, fourth rank. Okay. Otherwise, it is 3, 4, 5. So that means 5 ranks are already gone. The last student will get sixth rank. So this is how you need to allot the ranks when the ranks are repeated. Once you allot the ranks in the case of repeated rank, then the calculation is same till we calculate sigma d square. So let me do that. Now I have to find the difference in the rank. So 1 minus 4, this is equal to minus 3. 2.5 minus 2, that is equal to 0.5. 4 minus 1, that is equal to 3. 2.5 minus 4, that is equal to minus 1.5. Next 6 minus 6, that is equal to 0. 5 minus 4, that is equal to 1. Next what I need to do is I need to square this rank. So minus 3 ka square is 9. 0.5 ka square is 0.25. 3 ka square is 9. Minus 1.5 ka square is, you can use your calculator, it is 2.25. And then 0 ka square is 0, 1 ka square is 1. Therefore sigma d square is equal to 9 plus 9, that is equal to 18. 18 plus 1, 19. 19 plus 2 and a half, that is equal to 21 and a half. So sigma d square is 21 and a half. Next we will see how we are applying modified equation to calculate Spearman's rank correlation under the situation of repeated ranks. Let's proceed towards the calculation of correlation coefficient. We have already calculated few values. We know sigma d square, which we have calculated earlier, value is 21.5. Then while allotting the ranks in the case of repetition, I wrote m1 is equal to 2. 2 times it was repeated, one value in x variable, that is marks in UGC NET. I think it was 163, that has repeated twice. So m first value has repeated 2 times, and in the case of marks in SET, which I denoted it as m2, there was one value that was repeated 3 times. So m2 is equal to 3 I have written. So these two values will go into our equation as correction factor, because while allotting the ranks we made a correction. Correction was, instead of allotting a proper rank, we have allotted average of the rank, and therefore that should be incorporated into the equation as correction factor. So that's why we will be using m1 and m2 while calculating correction factor. So we know the equation is this: r is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square. So do this value we will be adding correction factor, then we are multiplying it with 6. So be careful here, it is not 6 sigma d square plus cf, it is sigma d square plus cf into 6. Remember that, divided by our denominator remains the same, it is n into n square minus 1. So now first of all, to substitute, we have this value sigma d square, we know, n we know, there were 6 students, so n is equal to 6. I can write that also. I'll write here n is equal to 6, because all the values which I need to substitute in this equation are available except CF, that is correction factor. Let me calculate the correction factor now. Let me see, let me tell you how to calculate correction factor. Correction factor should be added to the deviation square for every corresponding repetition in ranks. There were 2 ranks that have repeated in each of the 2 variables. So that I have to add. So correction factor in that case is equal to m1. We have m1 and m2. So we should have sum of 2 correction values, that is m1 cube minus m divided by 12. So this is with respect to first correction factor, correction value. Second value will be m2. So m2 cube minus m2 divided by 12. The sum of these 2 corrections should be added as correction factor to our rank correlation equation. Here m1 or m2, to be specific, m stands for how many times a particular value has been repeated in the given data set. We have seen 2 values have repeated, 1 value has repeated twice, so therefore m1 is equal to 2, and in the second case another value has repeated 3 times, therefore another value, that is m2, that is equal to 3. So those two values we are considering while calculating correction factors. So let me substitute these two values. So m1 was 2, so 2 cube minus m1, which is 2 divided by 12, plus m2 was 3, so 3 cube minus 3 divided by 12. Let us find out the value. So 2 cube is 8, 8 minus 2 divided by 12, so this is our first component. Second component will be 3 cube, so 3 square is 9, 9 into 3 is 27, 27 minus 3 divided by 12. So next case it will be 8 minus 2 is 6, 6 divided by 12 is 0.5, plus 27 minus 3 is 24, 24 divided by 12 means 2, so therefore your correction factor is equal to 2.5. Now this 2.5 correction factor should be substituted with this equation. So let us do that now. So 1 minus 6 within bracket, sigma d square is here 21.5, which we have already calculated, plus correction factor I have calculated here, that is 2.5 divided by n is equal to 6, because for 6 students have appeared for those two examinations, so 6 square minus 1. Okay, so next 1 minus 6 within bracket 21.5 plus 2.5, that is equal to 24 divided by 6 into 6 square is 36, 36 minus 1 is 35. So that is 1 minus 6 into 24, that is equal to 144 divided by 6 into 35, that is 35 into 2 into 3. Okay, so that is equal to 210. So next it is 1 minus 144 divided by 210. Let us do that. You can use your calculator. Let me use my calculator because that is a difficult values it's to calculate. So I'll use my calculator now. So that will be 144 divided by 210, that is equal to 0.6857. So I'll take 0.69. Okay, 0.6857 I can take. I'll take it as 0.69. So therefore your rank correlation is equal to 1 minus 0.69, that is equal to 0.31. So this is how we need to calculate correlation coefficient under the scenario of repeated ranks. So we got a rank correlation of 0.31. That means there is a moderate degree of correlation between the rankings of, not the marks, remember, between the rankings of UGC NET examination and SAT examination. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like this video, do consider to subscribe to the channel and press bell icon to get future updates on the videos which I am going to upload. Thank you for watching.